Hello, everyone. We're going to get started because President Mahoney has a meeting at 3. So we're going to move quickly. I'm Kathy Bruin. I'm the director of OLLI San Francisco State. Thank you all for being here. It's so wonderful to see you in person, and I'm sure it's wonderful for you to see each other. We have a lot of special guests here, including some public officials, and I'm going to right away introduce President Mahoney. President Lynn Mahoney is here, and she's the president of San Francisco State. So please welcome her. Yeah.
Good afternoon. I'm a U.S. historian by training, and I spent many, many years in the classroom. And I would always judge how well a class was going to go by how noisy it was when we started. If it was quiet and easy to get their attention, I was doomed. And so if the volume of noise here and Kathy's attempt to get the room in order is a sign for a great event. As I said today, in fact, this morning we celebrated our staff and their years of service from 5 to 35 years. And I just want to note for one moment, just to extend that celebration, we need to congratulate Kathy Bruin on her 5th year anniversary here. And let me start by thanking Kathy and the team at OLLI, because they make this look easy, and it isn't. So I will start first by thanking them, and give them a round of applause. And none of this would be possible without the generosity of the Osher Foundation. So I'd like to acknowledge our partners from the Osher Foundation. And we wouldn't be here if not for serving our members, and our members serving one another by their support of the program. So I actually want to give you all a round of applause. There is a belief among the young that somehow all the learning you do happens in K to 16, and then they can't wait for it to be over. My daughter at her college graduation said to her 2 PhD historian parents who had just paid for her college education, that with great glee, she said, "I will never read a book again." I'm happy to report she's 31. That isn't true. She has, in fact, read a book again. But I was reminded, as always, that this was wasted on the youth in many ways. But more importantly, I think, is that I I'm very aware of the value of what we all do here during our day jobs. We're very proud of our commitment to our undergraduates and to our graduate students. We're really proud. We're rated something like number 14th or 15th in the United States for the upward mobility of our undergraduates. But if learning stops then, it's almost not worth it. So I could not be happier that San Francisco State houses a lifelong learning institute. And I could not be happier to see so many folks in the room, many of whom you've been either for your alumni, you are our retired faculty and staff, or you've had children who've gone here. We couldn't be happier to house this. And it just speaks well of the future. And the thing I will conclude on, the pandemic is not all that far in our rearview mirror. It may still actually be kind of hovering at the sides here. So I have not lost my joy for seeing people congregated in a room together over food and beverages. So I want to thank you again for your participation, your membership. I want to thank you for being here and just reiterate just how proud we are to be home to this program. So thank you all.
So much. Thank you so much, Professor President Mahoney. She used to be a professor. Just really briefly, let me acknowledge some of the other San Francisco State leadership that is here. He's about to go out the door right there. Jeff Jacken. He's the VP of Advancement for San Francisco State. We've also got the Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, Amy Suyoshi, waving in the corner over there. Our interim dean, Sophie Clavier. We're housed in the College of Liberal and Creative Arts, and I want to especially thank her for yielding us $1,000 for this event from the college. President of Academic Senate, Michael Goldman. He's here. There he is. Thank you for coming. I'm also thrilled to introduce Kelly Jane Rosenblatt. I'm not sure where she is. She's the program director from the Bernard Osher Foundation. There she is in the back in yellow. Thank you for coming, Kelly Jane. The Osher Foundation is the reason we're here. And Kelly Jane stewards all of us across the country. I saw Susan Hoffman come in. And I want to, hi, Susan. So I want to acknowledge two former directors who are here. Susan Hoffman is our founding director. How many of you may have started at OLLI when Susan was, oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Some of you are instructors. Nice to see you. And then also Deborah Varner, who succeeded Susan. How many of you started when Deborah was the director? We also, of course, invited Sandra Holliday, who started under Sandra. And then Gwen Sanderson, who preceded me, who started under Gwen. Gwen sent me a message and she said she couldn't be here, but she wishes us all well. And then who started since 2019? Very good. I want to introduce Supervisor Myrna Melgar, who will also be presenting a proclamation from Mayor London Breed. Supervisor, are you here? Come on up.
Thank you so much. And hi, good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Myrna Melgar. I'm the supervisor for District 7, and we're in District 7 right now. My biggest claim to fame is that I actually, for a couple of years, had the opportunity to live across the path over here in Mary Park Hall. If I have the opportunity to talk individually, I can tell you stories. It was great fun. But thank you so much for having me here today. Bernie Osher was a philanthropist and businessman. He is still interested in issues of lifelong learning. I actually just saw him and talked to him at the Opera in the Park not that long ago. And he made it possible for us all to be here today. And he believed that the foundation could begin this program to provide seed funding for colleges and universities to begin educating older adults. As usual, San Francisco was at the forefront of this nascent movement. In OLLI at SFSU was launched in 2003 through an initial grant from the Osher Foundation. Now, San Francisco State has become a part of 125 institutions that do this. And it was, at the very beginning of this movement of older folks having these educational opportunities. So we commend the role that San Francisco State University did and followed and continues to provide. And we commend all of you for being involved in supporting this wonderful movement. I am here to provide a couple of recognitions. The first one from me and all of my colleagues at the Board of Supervisors in recognition for 20 years, since 2003, for San Francisco State University and the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute at San Francisco State, OLLI, as we all lovingly know it. And it is signed by all of my board members. And I don't know if this is you or Lynn who wants to. So I will give it to Kathy, and you guys can hang it up on a wall. Yeah. The second one that I have is from Mayor London Breed, who sends her apologies for not being here in person. But it is also a formal proclamation from the City and County of San Francisco, recognizing that in 2003, OLLI was founded at San Francisco State University and remains steadfast in its mission of enriching the lives of older adults. So we are proclaiming today, March 23rd, the OLLI Day in the City and County of San Francisco in recognition of the 20th anniversary. So again, if you could take it, Kathy. And so let's remember that today, forever in San Francisco will be OLLI Day. So thank you so much for having me. It is really wonderful to be here with all of you. And I'm so excited that folks can still be part of this wonderful movement and be community in it, because it's community that sustains organizations like the wonderful, organization that we have here on this campus and the 125 other organizations as well. So thank you so much for having me. And I hope we do this every year. I think want to contribute to that, Kathy. So wine and food and being together and recognizing the achievements of Kathy and her team and the university is something that we should do regularly and often. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming, Mirna. 25th anniversary, so 5 years, and maybe I won't be, maybe I'll be sitting with where you are in 5 years. I want to share a very special video that was sent to us last night by our Congresswoman and Speaker Emerita Nancy Pelosi. So just give me a minute.
Hello. It is my special privilege to bring warm greetings to the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute community, San Francisco State University, as you celebrate 20 years of educational excellence. Thank you, Kathy Bruin, for your outstanding leadership of the Institute, and to President Lynn Mahoney for your enthusiastic support of this work. In San Francisco, we take great pride in the legendary Bernard Osher, a game-changing businessman and a life-changing philanthropist. It is with his, Barney's, and Barbara's love of our city, commitment to education, the arts, and healthcare, and generous philanthropy that has enabled our hometown, OLLI, to flourish. You have built a vibrant community of lifelong learners who are empowered to explore a diverse array of courses, engaging with our city's cultural wonders, discuss literature and cinema, and so much more. And when the pandemic hit, our OLLI didn't miss a beat, quickly pivoting to virtual learning while keeping our communities safe. From Kathy and OLLI's leadership to all of our learners, thank you for all that you've done to make San Francisco a city where you can live a long, rich, and fulfilling life. Your enthusiasm is staying active, informed, and engaged continues to be a blessing to our communities. Best wishes for a wonderful celebration. Congratulations to Barney and Barbara. Thank you.
That was super cool. Is Senator Scott Wiener here yet? No. Okay. I'm going to introduce Kelly Jane Rosenblatt from the Osher Foundation, who will share a few remarks. Come on up.
It does feel a bit like I'm on The Price is Right. So I appreciated that, whoever said that. Well, I have some prepared remarks, but what people are saying is what everybody knows, that this is a fantastic place to spend your seasoned adult years. I feel privileged that this is the Osher Institute that is on the same block as the Osher Foundation. And when the catalog arrives, I take it into Mr. Osher's office and I say, let's see if there's a class you maybe want to check in on. Unfortunately, as with today, he's extremely busy still at 95 and rarely has the ability to take the time out to come into a class. I tried to bring him today and he had other events on his schedule. But thank you so much for taking the time to celebrate these milestones, especially given the pandemic. We are grateful that you are here. That this is the thing you are choosing to leave your homes and take your masks off and join your friends, or not take your masks off, by the way, because you don't have to, that you are choosing this as the reason to gather. It's remarkable. I have the distinguished honor of starting at the Osher Foundation in March of 2020. So I set out on one job in person, and 2 weeks later, somebody walked by my desk and said, do you have a laptop? And can you work from home on Monday? So I took home files and I thought, well, here I am. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've been there for 4 days. But I have figured it out. And like all of you, I'm still having troubles on Zoom. This morning, I was on a Zoom with somebody who couldn't get their sound to work. And like all of you, I hope to be a persistent lifelong learner well into my golden years. I'm not quite age eligible, but I am counting down to when I can officially join an OLLI. And I plan to join this one because it is in my backyard. So please keep providing excellent programming for me and my friends who are eager to get here. And I hope to be a member for 40 something years. My great aunt died when she was 105, and she lived in San Francisco and would happily have joined. I wish I had known about this when she was in her 90s. I would have driven her to classes. So onto my sort of formal remarks, which I believe echo much of what you're hearing. It was very challenging to write this letter for the San Francisco State OLLI because you're local and we almost know a little too much about you. So on behalf of the trustees and staff of the Bernard Osher Foundation, we extend hearty congratulations to everyone involved with the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute at San Francisco State University, but most especially the members. Mr. Osher envisions a community, and he would be thrilled to see this. The intriguing subjects that will be explored in the Institute's 20th anniversary year reflect the thoughtful, engaging, and intellectually rigorous programming that has become the hallmark of your fine program. Each program across the United States has a local and specific character, and this one is no exception. They are all incredibly different and vibrant. with locally specific courses that explore the rich resources and the vibrant legacy of our city, and timely courses in diverse areas such as art and literature, natural history, foreign affairs, and more. The momentum of your institute is strong and its future is promising. We acknowledge the university's leadership, and it was such a pleasure to meet you as I arrived. And we applaud the exceptional staff. Kathy is wonderful, both now and over the past 20 years. It is not lost on the Osher Foundation that directors who leave one OLLI often end up at another OLLI. And it certainly makes my job easier when they know what they're doing when they land. Finally, we salute the dedicated volunteers. And can I just have everyone who has volunteered for this Osher Institute in any way, helping me with parking today, pulling out chairs, teaching a course, if you could just raise your hand. Our Osher Institutes thrive on volunteers, and we are thankful for your effort and your work and your unpaid labor. We are here for a common purpose, to explore new ideas, to share wisdom, to share insights, and to form new and lasting friendships. And as you look around this room, I hope you see friendships that will stick with you for many years to come. So congratulations once again on your success. This Osher Institute at San Francisco State is a beacon on all 7 hills of this gorgeous city. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kelly Jane. Before I introduce Senator Wiener, I just want to acknowledge there are a few letters that we received from Dianne Feinstein's office and from Senator Padilla's office and from Congressman Kevin Mullin's office. And those letters are all displayed up at the front when you're heading out. And I wanted to acknowledge that 2 field representatives from the Bay Area are here. Daniel Vanish, who's the field representative for Congressman Mullin. Where are you? Thank you for coming. And Zara Haji from Senator Padilla's office. I haven't met, or no, maybe she's not here. Anyway, I am very honored to welcome our state senator, Scott Wiener.
Good afternoon, everyone. How does it feel to be together? Amazing. So first of all, I just want to say I'm how honored this amazing community has sent me up to Sacramento to represent our city and part of San Mateo County as well. It's really just an amazing honor, and being able to work on issues that affect the city so deeply. And we're going through some difficult in a lot of ways, and we all get frustrated because we love San Francisco so much that we want it to be the very best it can be, and we hold our city to the highest possible standards. But I'm optimistic that with all of these challenges that we're going to get there. And so thank you for entrusting me with helping be part of that solution. I am proud to represent San Francisco for a lot of reasons, but I'll tell you, representing San Francisco State is one in the top tier of the reasons why I'm proud to represent this city. This institution is so integrated into the deep fabric of San Francisco. I can't even imagine San Francisco without SF State. And so many, I meet people every day who have some connection to state, who got their undergraduate degree here, who got their graduate degree here, who've taught here, who just some connection. And so I'm just very proud of this institution. And the leadership here is tremendous. The faculty is tremendous. And so thank you to everyone who helps make this place run. And the Osher Institute is, I think this is what a wonderful thing that this institute exists. I think for a long time, we've had this this belief in society that education starts when you're 5 And when you're either like 18 or 22, or maybe like 25, 26, you went to graduate school. And we know that is just not true. First of all, it starts like before you're born, basically. And we've worked really hard for early childhood education to make sure that our youngest neighbors are having their education be supported, not just when they go into kindergarten, but from the very beginning, and that will have lifelong benefits. But we also know that education should never end. We should be learning throughout life, and particularly opportunities for older residents to be able to continue to learn is so important. And we've seen recently, in particular, study after study, that what differentiates people as we age, because I'm aging too. I got my AARP packet in the mail a few years ago, so I'm getting up there. But what, in terms of people's health and our acuity and just our happiness and well-being as we age, there are a few factors in there, and social connections are one of them, and learning is another one. And having those opportunities, and not, we've had some real turbulence at City College where some of the classes have gone away because of the financial problems, and the fact that San Francisco State has been able to maintain these classes and make sure that people have access, and that the strongest institutions are intergenerational institutions, and that's what State is. So thank you for helping make this amazing institute a reality and keeping it strong. And here's to some great learning. And so I do have a resolution from the State Senate just to celebrate 20 great years. So thank you so much, everyone.
I wanted to acknowledge that you notice that Scott Wiener had to pick up the mic because he's very tall. You're used to that. Thank you so much for coming. I wanted to acknowledge all of our wonderful members. You guys really are the lifeblood, and you've ridden, especially these last few years. I mean, on April 10th, I'll celebrate 4 years at OLLI. And I worked downtown for 11 months, and then the pandemic hit. And we all thought, oh no, what's going to happen? I mean, it was a very panicked and challenging time. I would say it's still a challenging time. But none of us would have gone to Zoom, but we did, and we have mastered it. It's funny because Mickey Eliason is here, and she was in a writing class with me, and she wrote a funny piece about Zoom being like a seance. Are you there? I can't hear you. It was in the last issue of Vistas and Byways. If you haven't read it, please look for that. It's pretty funny. You're fading in and out. Anyway, yeah, okay, there's other. But I have a joke that anywhere I go in the city, I'm going to run into an OLLI member. If I go to City Arts and Lectures, I'm going to run into an OLLI member. I once ran into Catherine Morelli. She's here somewhere in the airport in Oaxaca, Mexico. We're in the slideshow here. We're posed in front of tequila bottles in the airport. But as you all know, OLLI is more than just the classes, right? It's the community. And we offer interest groups and outings and lectures and some travel. And, on a Monday, you can play pickleball. And Tuesday, you can do an art project. Wednesday, you can write poetry. Thursday, take a hike. And on Friday, maybe participate in one of our language classes. Yeah, so I just wanted to acknowledge a couple different people. If the staff could come up, I see you guys standing there. You might be surprised to learn that all of these people work for OLLI part-time. So Tessa Roth just started last week. Lena Chu, who you might recognize. Woohoo! Nick Nguyen and Sam Stollerman. Thank you all so much. Thank you for your help today and always. And be sure to say hi to everyone, or you should be sure to say hi to them. Thank you so much. I also want to acknowledge, that's okay. I also want to acknowledge the council. Our council right now has 13 members and they're all volunteers and they're sort of an advisory board. So if you could stand up, or if you're standing, raise your hand as I name you off, and maybe just save applause till the end. So our council chairman is Walter Murphy. Then we have Rufus. Rufus Browning, Bob Cherney, Ruth Weinberg, Yana Nordov, Carol Langbort, Fred Goldman, Deborah Varner, Graziella Danieli, Kathleen McElwain, Lori Ungaretti, Jolene Huey, and Dina Martin. Thank you all so much. Okay, my notes are all mixed up, so I'm not sure what's supposed to be next. Maybe the raffle. Yeah? Keep talking. Oh, the teachers. Yes. Do you know we have about 18 instructors here today? And if you haven't seen them, you should say hello. I have all of their names here. Monica Trobitz, Douglas Kenning, Bibo White, Caroline Smajak, Sarah Symes, Richie Unterberger, Lynn Kaufman, Paul Claremont, Catherine Goldman, Bonnie Weiss, Michael Fox, Tanya Pollock, may or may not be here, I'm not sure. Peter Tannen, Jackie Davis Martin, Linda Day, Dee Seligman, and Bob Cherney. Thank you for everything. So we have 8 raffle prizes, 4 $50 gift certificates to Nordstrom. If you could pull out your tickets, we'll get the bowl up here. We have 2 Waterford, brand new Waterford goblets and a bottle of wine. The gift certificates and the goblets were donated by Elsa Fernandez, which is fantastic. And then we have 2 free minis. I mean, 1 mini times 2 people, right? And 1 6-week class. A gift certificate for a 6-week class. Oh, sorry, Charlie. Hey, sorry, Charlie. That was a commercial. Remember that? Charlie Goldberg. I have totally spaced. Come on up. Charlie is representing all the instructors at OLLI. And he's going to share. He's going to share a few remarks. Thank you, Charlie.
I needed to know whether I had to return my raffle, now that they know I'm a member of the OLLI staff, So my name is Charlie Goldberg. For those of you who took my Zoom classes and thought I was this big, I'm actually much bigger, not Scott Wiener big, but I'm pretty big. I actually teach at 4 different OLLIs. I teach here in San Francisco, over at Sonoma State, Cal State, East Bay, and Dominican. Thank you. And, Kathy wanted me to talk about what it's like to teach at OLLI. And, there's no word short of wonderful, because, you are people who want to be there. I don't see people texting on their phones, trying to hook up with someone, after the class, or where are they going to eat or something like that. No, you guys are there because you want to learn. And between the 2 of us, we learn together, and it's really, really fun. And it's been so wonderful to receive all these gifts. And am I supposed to report those? No. When I say gifts, for example, I've had people bring me books, In my portraiture class, I had someone bring me a portrait by, a famous artist. I had someone else bring me a text and original prints from other artists. And it's really a great experience to have people so involved. I had someone bring me newspapers from the 1940s. They were completely falling apart, but we were talking about the WPA. And, she said, here, I want you to have these newspapers. And she gave me these old LA Times. And it was, of course, my wife wasn't happy because bits and pieces of it were all over the floor for about 2 weeks, but that's neither here nor there. But one of the very best things about teaching at OLLI is that I can go, yeah, he's that French artist, he does things with cubes, kind of important in the 20th century, and someone yells out, Picasso, and I go, yes, and no one looks at me like I'm crazy, because everyone has gone through the same thing where we all kind of go, oh, yeah, that kind of reddish painting with the blue stripe, so it's really wonderful. I want to just finish with just a comment about my family. My parents were Depression era kids, and they really never got to go to school. And my mom finally got to go back to school and got her degree when she was in her 60s. My dad got his degree at 87. We were, he was all those who were no. But for him, he was dying at that point, and we were literally keeping him alive so that he could get this degree that he treasured so much. And both of them did all these different types of continuing education. And I just have to tell you, I just think they would be so happy to know that I'm now at this end of the podium, talking to people like them and learning with them and discussing with them and getting to share that learning experience. So I hope to see you in one of the art classes. I know you're probably going, oh man, not another museum thing. No. No, you and I are going to make it fun together, and it's going to be really great to look at great works of art. So I hope you'll sign up for one of my classes. And I hope I win the raffle.
Thank you, Charlie. Okay, so we're going to start with the 4 gift certificates to.
Make sure that everybody.
Oh yeah, if anyone still needs a ticket,
Raise your hand.
Brian right there with the dark blue top, he's got some tickets.
All right. Soon as we get those tickets, we'll start.
Okay. It's been really fun to look at the slides. I inherited a lot of files when I started 16 years worth of files. And so Tessa, who just started last week, went through all of the discs and all of the files and then sent them on to Sam, who put together the slideshow. So I hope you recognize people. And just so you know, Lena did all the name tags. Okay, are we ready?
I think we're ready. Oh, we got one more.
Where's Brian?
All right, well, we will, yeah.
Brian, are you out there with tickets?
He's coming, all right, one more. Got a new story, got a little tap.
Little soft shoe.
Here we go. One more over in the corner and we're good. Hang on.
Oh, wait,
Huh?
is he delivering the other half?
Yeah. Okay, we got them all? Right, all right.
Wait, but do we have the other half of what he just passed out?
Okay,
Okay,
all right,
all right,
all right. Cassie gets the first pick.
okay.
Just the last three numbers.
Okay, the last three numbers, 352. Woohoo!
I don't know what, yeah, what did she win?
She won the $50 gift certificate to Nordstrom, and we've got another one here.
There's the next one.
367. Hey, Monica Trobitz.
He's opening, he picked his own.
Okay, another $50 gift card. 120. Yeah.
Up there, all right. You want to pick one and I'll go deliver that. Bingo.
Okay, and this is the last $50 gift card to Nordstrom. 285. 285. Yeah. Oh, Paul. There's David and me.
Yeah.
That was the spring preview that we had to cancel in 2020. Everything changed. Okay, now this is for the two Waterford goblets and a bottle of wine. 338. All right.
Hey, okay, Fred.
Wine does come with it.
Kidding, I was joking.
Okay, this is for a free mini course. 369.
Hey.
Just know for these for the mini courses and the free course, you just have to contact us on the staff. The second mini course,
There.
107. 107.
Uh-oh, going.
Okay.
That could
we're-
be mine and jacket. All right, one more. Oh, wait. There
Oh,
she is.
yay, okay. Oh,
You gotta walk fast. All right, Kathy, this is the last.
Okay,
one.
this is the last prize and it's for a full 6-week course and you can take it anytime in the next year, let's say. I don't know, everything's loose. I don't know. So tell me you've got a gift certificate. Okay. 126. Oh, all right. All right, sorry that ran so long. Thank you all for coming. Please eat and drink. We have lots of sparkling wine and iced tea and other things. Thank you. Thanks so much.